So if you're anything like me, you're starting out your journey and you want to become successful. I currently work a 9 to 5 job. I run a dropshipping store. I run this YouTube channel. Amateur boxer with a very good record, and I'm sociable with my friends every single week. These are the main things that have helped me become way more productive. And these 7 habits are the key takeaways on why I have been able to do this sustainably. The first main one is sleep. If you're getting less than 7 hours sleep per night, this is classed as too little sleep. You will not get your best quality work and you will not get a lot of work done, quantity work. You won't output so much because your body is not charged enough. Think of your body as a phone battery. When you go to sleep every night, you are putting yourself on charge. Imagine your bed as a charging station for you. Every night you go to sleep, imagine it like this. 7 hours is charging yourself to 80%, 8 hours is charging yourself to 90%, and 9 hours is charging yourself to 100%. Imagine waking up in the morning and your phone is on low battery. You're going to crash really soon throughout the day, or if you forgot to charge your phone, it's going to be dead again. So when your body is fully charged, you'll feel well refreshed, you'll be well rested, and your mind will be a lot clearer and will be able to handle more and last longer throughout the day. Second habit, which is crucial, this is the second most important one after sleep, and it is diet and water. Diet is the second most important thing in order to be more productive in your day-to-day life. If you constantly fill yourself up on processed foods and high sugary foods, so like shit calories basically, you're not going to be able to get as much work done or as good quality work done. Processed foods are packed with a lot of chemicals which you don't even know are healthy or are not. But you know what? You shouldn't be eating chemicals anyway. Think about it. Why would you put into your body a chemical? I researched 1 out of the 20 million chemicals on the back of a monster, and I can't remember what exactly it was called, but it was just one of them. And it is used in insect repellent and like dye. And we're consuming that in our bodies. Now think about how many people consume monsters and how bad that's going to be for your body over a longer period of time. And also a high sugary diet. A high sugary diet is bad for deep work because sugar is basically just a dopamine trigger. When you consume sugar, your body has a sugar rush, you spike up with a little bit of energy for a little bit of time. You're still not really all there in the head because it's not good fuel for your body. And then once that sugar rush crashes, you crash hard, you become lethargic, you become tired, you can't focus, and all you can focus on or think of is getting your sugar levels back up, which will distract your mind from focusing on the thing that's most important, and that is the deep work. Instead of consuming high sugary drinks, caffeinated drinks in the morning like energy drinks and sugary things in the morning to get that sugar rush, instead consume coffee, natural coffee. Try to cut out the sugar as much as you can. Try to cut out the milk as if you can as well. But if you can't, then just a coffee in the morning, definitely without the sugar, is fine and is better than any of the energy drinks and anything like that. Getting a good amount of water in per day is crucial because it allows your body and your mind to feel clear. When you wake up first thing in the morning, before you start doing your work, you need to be fasting. When you eat, your body starts working on digesting the food, which will take more energy out of you, which you then could be putting into working in the morning. Instead of eating in the morning, what you can do is drink a liter of water, stay in that intermittent fasting state, and then once you've finished your deep work, you can then go and eat your meal, and then you can eat your food. When you eat, your body starts to digest that food, which means it needs to work to digest that food. And when it does that, you start to feel lethargic, you start to feel full, and you're not that focused. Third key habit is physical health. Getting in regular exercise is like is like being on drugs. It feels that good. Getting in regular exercise is crucial for getting deep work done, because what does exercise do for you? Exercise makes you feel confident. It makes you feel better about yourself. It gives you a sense of purpose, which is all great things to feel before starting that deep work session. Exercising keeps your mind sharp and your body fit and healthy. When you exercise, your body releases this chemical called endorphins. And what endorphins are basically the feel-good hormone. It's always better to go into a state of work where to get your best work done, feeling happy, confident, instead of feeling lethargic and down. Fourth habit is resisting dopamine. Resetting your dopamine levels is a crucial way to increase the amount of work you get done. Your dopamine baseline right now is probably at an all-time low. Due to playing video games all the time, scrolling on social media, watching porn, your brain's very stimulated and constantly needs to be stimulated, because you just lose focus on a task which is more boring, such as getting work done or reading a book or exercising or something like that, which you find less enjoyable than those habits because they're cheap and they're easy, and your mind will naturally want to do those. What you need to start doing is delaying gratification. Basically it's called a dopamine detox, which means basically instead of satisfying yourself right now with the short-term pleasures such as the video games, the porn, the social media scrolling, instead try to do habits such as exercising, working on a business, a side hustle, reading a book, because ultimately the long-term effects that you'll get from those are way more beneficial. Like if you work on your business, you can make extra income, which means you can do more things and live a better life. If you read books more, you'll become more intelligent. And if you exercise more, then you'll achieve a great body, which in the long run, you'll feel way better for. If you spend 6 months exercising rather than 6 months watching porn, at the end of it, you're going to feel better about yourself exercising. Fifth habit, a morning routine. How you start your day will dictate how the rest of your day will go. If you start your day waking up late, then immediately grabbing your phone and scrolling on TikTok or social media or anything or doing video games for so many hours of the morning, and then you have a high sugary bowl of cereal in the morning, trust me, I did this, then it is impossible to sit down for hours and get your deepest work done to a good quality and get a good quantity of it done. If you go into a workout without stretching or warming up, that session you're not going to have a good session. You're going to feel terrible, which means the quality of the reps that you do will be worse and your mindset will be affected, which means you won't have that good of a session and you'll just have ultimately a really shitty workout. What you should do is watch the video I made on the APP routine. I made in another video. I'll link it at the end of this video. Go and watch that at the end of this video and learn more about the morning routine. Sixth habit is your environment. You want to try and avoid distractions and noise and make a positive and motivating environment. Try to be in an environment with as little distractions as possible. So for example, if your room is a mess and there's shit lying around everywhere, there's so many little things that your mind can be distracted on, which will take you out of a present and focused state on your work and divert it to something unimportant at that time, if it's just lying there around everywhere unorganized. So take the time to tidy your room and organize your workspace so it's not messy and not clumped up. Make your environment more motivating as well. So for me personally, I have my whiteboard behind this right now, with all my weekly, monthly and yearly goals, which means every time I divert my attention even a little bit and I look up at the whiteboard, I can see goals there, and it's motivating me to carry on doing the work, giving me that sense of purpose of why I'm doing it again. If your environment is full of stuff like, let's say you have posters of gaming on the wall, that's going to be incredibly demotivating and distracting. If your house is too noisy and your parents keep constantly walking in and out of your room, then try to just remove yourself from the situation. Go to a library, go to a coffee shop and get all your work done there. Go in there is a very calm and relaxed environment where people ain't really loud, and you can sit there. They often have plugs there. They always have plugs there. So you can take your laptop or take your phone or take your reading books or something if you want to, if you're in school, and you can just get so much more work done peacefully and in a more focused environment. Now, the seventh and final habit, and it is genuinely one of the most underrated ones, is removing your phone. Removing your phone from the room you work in is extremely important, because every time, let's say you're getting your work done, right? And you have your phone next to you, next to your laptop where you're doing your work or your books or whatever you're doing, and it just pings off, keeps pinging off, pinging off, pinging off, or you see a notification pop up on your phone. Instantly, your attention is diverted to your phone, and it's taking you out of a flow state of your work, so you can't get as much done. Best thing to do is put it on do not disturb, or if you want to go a step further, you can go into your settings and go into notifications and just turn off every single notification for like WhatsApp, messages, Snapchat, everything like that. Just turn all the notifications off so your phone there's no distractions from your phone. But if you don't want to turn off all your notifications, you just want a simpler way to do it, which still works the same, is to just put your phone in another room, turn it on do not disturb, and then once you've got a good amount of work done and you want to like rest for a little bit, go and check your phone for about 5-10 minutes, and then once you're done checking your phone, you can come back to working and be in a complete focused state, not thinking about what's on your phone. So this has been my video on increasing productivity, and this is everything that I have done for the past year to increase my productivity levels. I do get a really good amount of work done per day. I'm not successful yet, but I am grinding. I'm getting there. I will get there. And this is how I am getting out so much work in my hungry stage, and how I can help you become more productive and become more successful in your life in any area of field that you want to become successful in. If you have enjoyed the video, comment down below what you liked about it, what you didn't like about it if you didn't like it, and subscribe to see more videos.